Welcome. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Throughout the past year and a half, it's safe to say that the world turned blind, and a lot more than just a little unkind. In an era where it seems we can't be served anything anymore, there is one thing that I'm always sure about. Secondhand therapy, going down to your local thrift store and shopping to your heart's content, while also rekindling some lost memories of your nostalgic youth. With a little bit of tumult. Okay, maybe a lot more than just a little tumult, but still, sometimes you have to look back to find your way forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do now with this issue of People magazine, purchased for 99 cents, and it was on the newsstands for March 22nd, 2021, about a week from that date. On the cover, we have Michelle Obama with an exclusive People magazine cover story, Love, Family, and What I Know Now. The former First Lady on keeping life fun, parenting grown daughters, and how her marriage was shaken but stayed strong. I look across the room, and I still see my friend, Barry Barack. I'm going to call out my assistant Jeff for a brief moment for branding Michelle Obama as nothing more than just a prima donna. Okay, so she got all dolled up, a little bit more than usual for lighthouse appearances, now that she's not doing that anymore. But hey, there's nothing wrong with wearing a good pair of Christian Louboutin heels when you're digging down deep in the soil, helping to plant a vegetable garden for a school in an effort to instill more healthy styles of living for our nation's children. You might rule a good pair of Louboutin heels, not that I would ever wear them, but the act always overshadows the look. I don't care if you wear Valentino or Jimmy Choo, Stuart Weitzman, Donna Karan, you gotta do something active with those shoes. Even if they look a little dressier than usual if you're going to be planting a garden. Prima donna appearance? Yes. Prima donna heart? I don't think so. So let's dig into this issue of People magazine and see what we got. Here we have Mariska Hargitay, aka Captain Olivia Benson of the Special Victims Unit of the NYPD, taking a break from filming SVU to have a peek at her issue of People magazine alongside her spiritual brother and partner in, combating crime, Christopher Maloney, aka Detective. Sergeant? I don't know, haven't seen Organized Crime yet. Elliot Stabler. This is Secrets of Their Incredible Friendship, their People magazine exclusive interview, which I have, and you'll be seeing sometime in the future. If you've seen last night's field haul on TSR, then you will recall that this is one of 9 magazines I purchased, all for 99 cents a pop. And if you're an avid Thrift Store Rundown fan, aka a Hollywood bargain hunter like myself, you'll probably understand that there is but one criteria that every People or Us Weekly magazine must meet. They must have The Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars content for me to buy them. Sometimes I'll buy them if they feature either or, but for the most part they should include both. Because I do a series called Roses and Rosewood that highlights the best and worst of both worlds. And I put in the worst in parentheses for those who are not fans of either of these two institutions in American pop culture. But still, I'm a fan of them both. I am a bigger fan of Pretty Little Liars more than I am a fan of the Bachelor franchise. But hey, I appreciate the Bachelor franchise. It's fun. This is one of the very rare exceptions, because I think the next 2 articles you're about to see make it truly exceptional. One more than the other, in my opinion. But just briefly, I'm going to highlight Michelle Obama. And yeah, Jeff, I'm going against you with this because this is still my channel, and Michelle Obama has left her imprint on the world. So, we've learned to count our blessings. The former First Lady on making the most of pandemic isolation with her husband and daughters, baking and eavesdropping, and building fun into her life's work for America's children. I can't be all problem-solving, and no laughter. This also offers a sneak preview of her book, Becoming, which I saw many times at the thrift shop being sold. Maybe I should buy it. You let me know. You request that on TSR, and if I see it again, I will give it an on-site review. I will also link in the description my review of her American-grown book. A year ago or so, I reviewed that for TSR's Place of Our Own, my back-to-school series for kids, helping to bring Hollywood to the classroom on a budget. I did that for agriculture and home economics. making food fun and accessible. As honorary chair of Partnership for a Healthier America, Michelle is putting the group and her new perfect friends, Waffles and Mochi, to work on America's growing hunger crisis. Their Pass the Love campaign aims to deliver 1 million healthy meals to families struggling with food insecurity. We're focused on ensuring that the millions of families experiencing hunger have access to fresh and affordable nutritious food, says the former First Lady. Visit wafflesandmochi.org for information, recipes, and at-home activities. And out of respect, I'll link that in the description below as well. Waffles and Mochi. Mochi waffles? Well, that is quite a questionable breakfast for families, but hey, you try that and let me know. Now for the main event, and the one major reason why this is one of the more exceptional exceptions in my People and Us weekly shopping and reading habits. Tune up the band, please. Ta-da! In the same series, TSR's Place of Our Own, but this time a few months ago, I portrayed my love for the dashing, charming, enchanting Soleil Moon Frye. You know, Punky Brewster. Punky Brewster all grown up, beyond sizzling, and so wholesome. She is the most family-friendly representation of a MILF I have ever seen. Punky Brewster back then, simply adorable, spunky, precocious, independent, and fierce to a fault. This is her article, Surviving Childhood Stardom, in an intimate new documentary which she filmed, directed, and executive produced alongside her soon-to-be ex-husband Jason Goldberg and Leonardo DiCaprio, of all folks. The actress and mom of 4 opens up about coping with trauma and loss, and how reconnecting to a younger self transformed her life. This is her interview with Ali Nahas. I'll give you a brief summary. Her documentary, Kid 90, on Hulu, was filmed almost entirely by Soleil in the 90s, utilizing archival footage from her camera, which she called a protected device. Her friendships with many of Hollywood's most elite heartthrobs, aka such as Mark Wahlberg, Danny Boy O'Connell, Will Smith, Johnny Depp and C. Thomas Howell, Brian Austin Green, with Frye and Cena Jenny Lewis in 91 here in this Just Kids photo. Her years of tumult, puberty doing her a terrible disservice after Punky, with her developing gigantoplasia. That is a disease where a certain part of your body grows to a monstrous length and it gives you problems long term. Like the development of her chest. Earning her the moniker Punky Brewster. Her treatment after that was shameful. It led to the cancellation of Punky Brewster, and it led to a lot of shameful treatment. But she survived all of that. She also survived many years of friends either committing suicide or having their lives taken in other awful manners. Through it all, she managed to look back in the vault, open that vault, and recollect some of her more beautiful memories. And that's what Kid 90 is all about. She also disses on the Punky Brewster reboot, which came at just the right point for Soleil. Art imitates life, literally. Because Punky Brewster deals with the divorce from her husband, Travis, who's played by the talented Freddie Prinze Jr. It mirrors Soleil's real-life pending divorce to her husband, Jason Goldberg, after 22 years. If you don't know who he is co-founder of Catalyst Films with Ashton Kutcher. They made the series Punk for MTV, which I thoroughly enjoyed back then, and the Butterfly Effect series of films. He is definitely one talented producer. Although their most greatest and biggest productions, they're 4 kids right here. Daughters Poet and Jagger, and sons Lyric and Story. They will always be their first priority. I have nothing really bad to say about Jason. He's a talented producer, and I hope it was amicable. It seems it's amicable by all accounts, and there's no animosity or hard feelings. Soleil said so herself. She has so much love and respect for him, but they transformed in different ways. I can only imagine people coming out of the woodwork right now, like myself, professing their crush on Soleil Moon Frye in the hopes of being her new husband. Good luck with that. In fact, somebody replied to me on YouTube that he would like to throw his hat into that ring, or his name into that hat. Yeah, his name into that hat. Good luck to you. I will throw my name into the hat too, but obviously to no avail. But hey, a boy can dream, right? And yes, my friend Donna, my partner in crime with TSR, says that you can have a crush in any age, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even if you're 60s. This woman in her 40s is still as adorable as she was when she captured the hearts of NBC's Suits at 8 years old, becoming Punky Brewster. It might be a couple of pages long, but I promise you, every time you turn this page around, you'll see the girl that turned your world around if you are a Punky Brewster fan. And this is coming from somebody who, besides watching a couple of commercials on YouTube, and a few minutes of the reboot, well, the reboot trailer, but that should count as watching the reboot, right? Has not seen one proper minute of either of the two Punky Brewsters. The original, even though it got nominated for a couple of Emmys, and the reboot on Peacock. Actually make that 3, because there was a spin-off cartoon from the people who made Scooby-Doo, or gave it a second wind, Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. That cartoon had the original live-action cast reprising their roles, alongside Frank Welker, who played Gloma. Who is Gloma, by the way? Some mythical, magical talking cat who tries to rival Garfield? I don't know. What I do know is that even though it wasn't #1 in the ratings, Punky Brewster was #1 in the hearts of a lot of kids. And this is also a tremendously encouraging step forward towards buying the holy grail, I believe, of all Punky Brewster-related items. The coveted Galoob doll. The one item that every girl had on their bucket list, never mind Santa's gift list, their bucket list for Christmas. I'm on the active hunt for that, and rest assured, if I find that, you'll see it here. Or maybe any of the 4 Punky Brewster DVDs, 1 per each season. In the meantime, I will settle for this because, well, my crush on Soleil Moon Frye is now the size of the Atlantic Ocean. And to prove my point, I'm leaving links for the Hulu documentary Kid 90, her Punky Brewster reboot, and the original series on Peacock, as well as my review of her book, Let's Get This Party Started, with fun party ideas for you and your kids. All in the description below, so make sure you check them all out. This issue, People Magazine, earns 4.5 out of 5 claps for the torn cover here. Torn for the purpose of security, to withhold the identity of the person who originally bought this or got this as part of his or her subscription. But again, I am now on the lookout for more Punky Brewster related items, because I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it 1,000 times more, I'm in love with Soleil Moon Frye. So unique thrift store, what's gonna be? Guess we'll just wait and see. In the meantime, to summarize this issue of People Magazine in 6 words, I love you, Soleil Moon Frye. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll catch you on the flip side.